everybody. Welcome back to Couch Review. It's been a while, hasn't it, Cass?
It's been too long.
Yeah.
You asked me.
Cass, have you ever been on a Couch Review?
I haven't, and I'm happy to be here. I really am.
Good. Yeah, this is the revival. No longer Couch Review YouTube channel. It's now just Awesome Sunday Show.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Honored.
Yeah.
Simply honored.
Yeah. It's
New
just
couch, new location.
Yeah.
We've moved out of Connor's room.
We will be back there sometimes.
We will.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We might be upstairs.
Wow, upstairs couch.
Yeah, that's a leather couch. I think that's going to be for like
The more
award
dramas.
Yeah, or like
serious roles.
award season movies.
Oh, I like award season movies.
Yeah.
We have to wear ties for that too.
Yeah. Or actually, can we be like those DJs that just wear the T-shirts with the tuxedo printed
I
on
would
it?
do that.
All right.
Easily.
Cool. All right. So the movie review of today is Arrival. I'm gonna kill this pronunciation really bad. Directed by Denis Villeneuve. I don't know.
It's something like that.
It's something like that. Pat knows what it is. And it stars Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner. And cast this movie Arrival. Real
Wow.
quick. Yeah.
Arrival. I mean, whew, blew my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was going to be good from all the teasers and the short the trailers that I saw, but I mean, going into this movie, it blew me out of the water.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It was insane. And by the way, this is this is completely spoiler free review.
Spoiler free? We're doing spoiler free?
Yeah,
Okay,
completely
cool.
spoiler free. Just for you that are wondering right now whether like we're gonna give something away. If you want to listen to the spoiler heavy review, just go on the Awesome Sunday Show Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram, all the links on iTunes, all that. Follow that. Yep. Good plugins, right? Yeah. That's on there. Yeah, and you can listen to the spoiler heavy review. But for spoiler free on Arrival, yeah, so far, I feel the same way as you.
Yeah, I gotta say, my biggest love for this movie is it doesn't treat the viewer very stupid.
Yeah.
It's it gives you these little things that if you didn't pick up, then you didn't pick it up. But if you did pick it up and you thought about it enough,
Yeah.
it was like, I mean, it blew your mind.
Well, among the minor subjects, the main subject was reminded us constantly throughout the movie like what was trying to go on, but also kind of being fresh and new in each scene that was going forth.
Yeah, I think the best thing about it is it was a sci-fi movie that wasn't really sci-fi-ish. Like in
Yeah.
a sense, like it had so many these huge, massive sci-fi elements, but then at its core, it was a story of the human race and togetherness. And
Yeah.
it was so much bigger than an alien movie.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly it. Without giving too much away, don't go in. People that we've read online that didn't like this movie went into it with the mindset that these are aliens. Like we gotta watch out. Like Independence Day.
Yeah. I think the first thing that when I tell people how amazing this movie is, the first thing they ask me is it scary?
it
I mean, without being spoiler, it's that movie is not marketed towards that
no yeah.
whatsoever.
It's not scary in the sense of we just saw Don't Breathe. I jumped 4 or 5 times.
Of course.
It's scary in a way as far as what it makes you think and how it makes you feel.
Oh, of course.
Because there are a lot of scenes of that reflects the human race, and it's not through visuals all the way sometimes, but it's mainly through dialogue. Delivered by Forrest Whitaker, who's awesome in this movie. Great job in this movie.
Very, very good.
Yeah, it's explained through dialogue for the most part, over visuals, why we are acting the way we're acting, due to the arrival of these spaceships.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a spoiler that there's 12 spaceships.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy Adams plays a linguistic professor, and Jeremy Renner is a physics professor or a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
And together they have to try to figure out their language in order to speak. And
I mean, they had great chemistry.
They did have great chemistry, and it's probably one of the most. I don't want to give away what kind of story it is, but it's probably one of the story that actually lies within this movie, because I really want you guys to see how it pans out. Is a very unique and original story.
Oh, so original.
And it actually and going back to what you said, which is a great point. The movie is more about the human race and our relationships, either with our neighbors or with our with other countries, other parts of the world. It's more of a reflection on that.
The movie is just so much more deeper than it is at the
Yeah.
surface. I think it scratches so many layers.
Right.
I mean, it honestly kept me thinking for a few days, and I mean that's what
Yeah.
that's what I love at cinema so much. You go into a movie thinking, good high praise, but when you come out, it stays with you for
Yeah.
a few days, and I mean that's what cinema's all about.
Well,
Just make you think and reflect.
what a movie's challenge for the most part is being able to juggle a relationship entertainingly.
Mm-hmm.
And what this movie does is it juggles two relationships entertainingly.
Yes.
Juggles the relationship between Jeremy Renner's character and Amy Adams' character,
Yes.
while also judging the relationship between the aliens and Amy Adams as well. I guess you can almost say too with the audience as
Oh,
well.
of course.
Just because like we are also trying to investigate like with Amy Adams like their language and what they speak and stuff.
I heard some rumors of maybe a possible nomination. How do you feel about that?
I definitely think it deserves to be nominated for Best Picture.
As far as Amy Adams, maybe.
Yeah, she's definitely Best Female, or definitely Best Actress. I would say nomination for that. There's still a few movies I have to see before I
make it clear. I mean, it's too early to tell.
She, but I would be disappointed if there was no nomination for her.
For even the movie in general.
Yeah, for the movie in general. But like
screenwriting, or possibly anything else.
Yeah, I definitely want to see. I don't know whether this is adapted or original. I think it's adapted, but
it is, because I think at the end it says based on a short story or something.
Something like that. Yeah. So I would like to see Best Adapted Screenplay.
Agreed.
I would like to see Best Director, Best Movie, and Best Actress. And nothing against Jeremy Renner. I think he could probably pull off maybe a Best Supporting Actor nom, but
possibly. Yeah.
And his character was great, but his character was great. Amy Adams she was really the forefront of that. And in my complete opinion, I thought Forrest Whitaker was actually the superior actor in that movie, even though Jeremy Renner's role was a little more important.
I could easily agree with that. I think some of the crucial scenes, and even just introduction and throughout the whole movie, he just played a heavy part. You know?
Well, he has like a Boston accent.
Yeah, I never really picked up on that, actually.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler. But like and there's no reason for it.
No, that is true. It's just kind of like
he just does it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's Forrest Whitaker. I believe he's one of those names that he gets jumbled around in movies, but there's something that you take so much more seriously.
Right.
He's just, absolutely.
You always you know what it is. You always see him in a movie you don't expect him to see. I did not expect him to see him in Arrival.
Easily.
Because I didn't really watch any of the trailers or anything like that. And Platoon, which is my favorite war movie of all time, I always forget that he's in that movie. He's like he's like super young. Yeah, he's kind of like an underground Samuel L. Jackson. Like he just kind of pops up everywhere. He's gonna be in Rogue One.
Yeah, I would easily put that as the same thing. Yeah, he pops in these movies that you're not expecting, and he does a phenomenal job every time. There's not one movie that I see his name on, and I'm like, he's such a type.
Great Forrest Whitaker movie, Last King of Scotland.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
That is a forgotten movie.
That's his best movie.
Oh, that movie in general is amazing.
Yeah. James McAvoy is probably his best movie too. But yeah, back on the movie Arrival. Just to finish it up with maybe some final thoughts. What maybe this might be a hard question to ask because we've been praising it so much. If there's something that you didn't like about it, what was it? And also, I just like to hear your final thoughts of the movie in general.
What didn't I like about it? It's hard. I mean,
it doesn't have to be something that you liked, but maybe it's something that you thought was like outplaced or maybe mismatched.
I mean, I'd like to say that they could have. I don't even know. It's a very hard question.
Yeah, no, I don't have a real answer.
The pacing is absolutely phenomenal. The different hues between. I don't want to give too much away, but certain cut scenes of like distinguishing, certain events. It's just, they played out so amazingly. The CGI was great. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's so much challenging in this movie that made me think, and visuals that just blew me away. It's hard to say. Honestly, if I'm going to rank 2016 right now, this is easily the top 5 category.
Yeah.
Easily.
I would say top 5 for me too. Like while I asked you that question, I was kind of like, I really don't have an answer either. Of
it's super hard because I thought about it for a lot of days. My girlfriend always says you always nitpick so hard in movies, and I try not to. But
it's hard not to. Though.
Seeing so many movies, there's these little characteristics that you kind of like plot out, or even little things that you see, like, I would have done that differently. I would have said that differently.
Yeah.
I would have put this scene in front of that scene. But I mean, the whole way through, I know when a movie is good when I buy candy and I don't touch it. And I've only done that. I've only done that on a few movies, and this was one of them.
See, this is. I'm actually the opposite. It's funny because when a movie's bad, I usually
You eat all the candy.
I
Oh, you don't?
I don't eat anything.
Yeah.
When I'm really enjoying a movie, I'm
Wow.
chowing down like real hard. But then I like argue with myself because I'm chewing so loud that I can't hear what they're saying.
No, man. If I buy something and I don't even think to be like, oh, I should open my candy right now. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm just so immersed. I'm so focused. Like my breathing is like perfect. I'm at that perfect optimal movie watching, like zone. And this is one of those movies. I mean, the last movie that did it to me was Interstellar, which I understand people can have their complaints about that movie, but shout out Interstellar easily. I mean, like in the past few years, that is like up there, like great movie. But
I loved Interstellar too.
Yeah, I can see people why they had their problems. Different review, but I mean, that movie is just.
Oh, I think Arrival's a better movie than Interstellar.
No.
Yeah.
I would put Arrival ahead of that, but
I think definitely Arrival for me is a contestant for #1 movie of 2016 so far.
I'd say top 5, top 3, definitely.
It's a top 5, but it could be #1.
It could, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like just last year, I thought last year was Mad Max, right?
Yes.
Star Wars Force Awakens. I thought Mad Max was my favorite movie of the year, and then I saw Creed.
Yes.
And Creed was my favorite movie of
Creed
2015. And I said on the podcast, so many times like Mad Max is the best movie of 2015.
Yeah, there's a few pockets I have to see this year.
Yeah.
But Arrival is up there. I absolutely love this movie so much, and I mean, shout out to a lot of these bigger companies that are starting to treat their audience with more respect, not dumbing down movies and bringing that awesome sci-fi space element back. I mean, we've had The Martian, which was phenomenal, Interstellar, Arrival. You're having these movies come back.
We're seeing a really big resurgence in sci-fi.
It's great.
And I think your point in the beginning of the review, I don't remember if this is exactly how you said it, but the way I remember it is doesn't insult our intelligence.
No, it doesn't at all. I think it's a movie that the second time you see it around, you're going to pick up so much stuff that you didn't pick up.
I still haven't seen it a second time, but I plan on seeing it a second time.
Oh my god, easily when it comes out. But I love the film. I thought it was fantastic.
Great.
Please go see it. It's in the theaters. It's going to be in the theaters for at least probably another 2-3 weeks, maybe. I'd say easily.
Depending on how it's going, but 2 or 3 weeks in the theaters, but not every theater.
Not every theater.
Yeah.
But if you have a chance, please go see it. Give this movie your money. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it deserves your money. Please don't download on the internet. Like,
don't stream it.
And I'm not gonna act like I've never done that before, but like,
I have too,
but just spend your money and go see it.
It's a movie to see on the big screen, to experience in the theater.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's great. I love it so much.
All right, well, guys, thanks for watching the Couch Review. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. To my individual Twitter, I'm at @LessThanConnor.
I'm at through being CJD.
And you can follow the Couch Review Twitter, which is at the Couch Review, and then also follow the YouTube channel's Twitter account at Awesome Sunday Show, and also remember to follow us on Facebook, Podbean, all that jazz for the podcast and stuff. Guys, have a good one, and we'll see you for the next review.